Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Drop. In this video, we're going to be talking about the best budget hoop shoes. So price sometimes determines if the performance of the shoe is good or not, but also actually a lot of times it doesn't. Price usually reflects what type of tech the shoe is using and also what type of signature athlete is behind the shoe. But yeah, a cheap shoe can also be a top tier performer, and we've seen that time and time again. So if you guys do want to cop any of these shoes, I try to leave the link in the description box. It does help me out if you guys do cop the shoes if you want. But yeah, my price point is 120. It used to be 120 bucks, right? I feel like 120 bucks is a pretty good budget price, but if that is a little bit too expensive for you, then just don't get the shoes that are 120 bucks, right? There are also some other shoes that are around 100, even cheaper than 100 bucks. But because of inflation, I feel like I have to bump it up a little bit to 130 bucks. But again, if 130 bucks is a little bit too expensive for you, then just don't get the shoes that are like 120, 130 bucks, right? But again, links will be in the description box. But let's get started right off with one of my favorite hoop shoes to play in of last year, which is the 361 Degrees AG4. Then the AG4 is an amazing shoe, and yeah, it just surprised the hell out of me. And also a lot of shoes that I played in by 361 Degrees, which is a company, they have been all right. The DVD one, which is Spencer Dinwiddie's shoe, was really nice, but the new one, the DVD 2, was a little bit of a disappointment. I don't really like playing that shoe that much, right? And also the AG4 Soar, not a huge fan of right now with the drop-in. I was super excited about the drop-in, because it is the AG4, and the AG4 Soar is the premium version of that shoe. But yeah, it was a little bit of a disappointment. And also the shoe that I just got, which is the Big 3 Future, not really liking that shoe that much either. But the AG4, whatever they did, is really nice, right? For 100 bucks, you're getting one of the best cushioning setups, one of the most comfortable cushioning setups that you can get, right? So you have the Quick CQ Tech, right, foam, which is full length, but also because of the soft mesh strobe board, you have really good step-in comfort and underfoot cushion, and you feel that cushion right underneath your foot. Very comfortable. Also traction is top tier. Upper material with like, it's like a textile slash like jacquard material. It's like woven together. It feels really nice. Pretty much like a woven feels like. Support's great. So it's the AG4 is a really nice shoe, and do not sleep on it, guys. Don't sleep on it. It's the AG4 is really freaking nice, guys. So there's that. Next, of course, we got the Wade Fion 9 for $120, 120 bucks. Really nice shoe. It's made for outdoor use, of course, but you can also play on an indoor court as well. So the traction's really nice. If you're playing on a clean court, you have a top tier bite. It does pick up a little bit of dust, but it's still not terrible. And also the cushion's pretty dang nice. You have a soft mesh strobe board in that shoe as well. But also we have a lot of compression in the heel as well. Impact protection is good. Upper material quality is still really nice. It's kind of like an interwoven, kind of like plastic material. It's using like polyester strands. But yeah, it's a really nice, supportive, and also durable feeling shoe, which happens to be 120 bucks. There's a lot of shoes that are 120 bucks that doesn't have cushion that nice either. So yeah, Fion nice. Great option. Same thing with the Wade Shadow 5, same price, 120 bucks. I would say it's a very similar shoe to the Fion 9. It's geared towards outdoor use, which means the cushion is a little bit thicker for both of the shoes, so it's not like as low to the ground, but because you are higher up off the ground, you do have better impact protection, right? Also, you do have a good amount of compression from the actual midsole in that shoe. The upper is still nice. It's supportive. It's thin as well, which is weird because thin materials usually aren't as supportive, but it has enough support for me. So the Shadow 5 is also overall a really nice shoe. But the traction is really nice. Yeah, but it doesn't bite as hard as the Fion 9, and also it does pick up a little bit more dust than the Fion 9 as well. But other than that, it's still a really nice shoe. Next, we got a shoe that I love to play in, and it reminds me a lot of old school Kobe's, especially like the Kobe 9 and also the Kobe 11, which is the 8083. The 8083 retails for only 120 bucks as well, the regular version. So it has a drop-in midsole, and we have a targeted 4-foot boom pod that's bottom loaded, but also your foot is right on top of the foam, so step-in comfort is still really nice. Traction is top tier. I would say the 8083 traction is better than the Shadow 5 and Fion 9, and support's great. You feel low to the ground, so that's why I love playing the 8083. It's only 120 bucks, which is really nice, especially for a drop-in midsole. All right, next we got the Jaw 1. So when it first debuted, when it first came out, the retail price was 110 bucks. Right? I paid 110 bucks for my colorway, but then I just looked on Nike.com, and they're like, the cheapest one is like 120 bucks, and then all the other colorways are like 130 bucks, and there's like one colorway that's kind of like a special colorway for 140 bucks. So I'm like, what's going on there? You know what I mean? Well, like, why is Nike jacking up the price like crazy, especially for different colorways? Like, they never used to do that, you know? But anyways, yeah, so it used to be 110 bucks, but 120 bucks. It's still a really, really nice shoe, right? Traction is top tier. I love the cushion as well. 4-foot, top-loaded 4-foot zoom unit. And the heel also has a good amount of compression, which is soft. Upper is thin, but also very, very supportive, and it's cozy in the back of the shoe with the tongue and also the ankle kind of like foam. So the jaw one is really, really nice, and I like the jaw one a little bit better than the Sabrina one. Sabrina one is still really nice. It's 130 bucks, however, right? It's 130 bucks, but I did see it on sale. I saw a lot of colorways on sale for like 97 bucks. So basically 100 bucks. But yeah, the jaw one is just a little bit more supportive, which I like better than Sabrina one, right? Sabrina one is a little bit more minimal feeling, but not as supportive. I don't think it'll be a huge deal for most people, but if you're looking for a lot of support, Sabrina one's not the best option, right? But also, traction is still really good. Does pick up a little bit of dust though, comparing to the jaw one. But the cushion is really nice. Top-loaded 4-foot zoom unit, and you have full-length React. And then the heel, you have a lot of compression, which is really soft. And also, you have a nice little bounce back, nice little rebound back. So that feels super duper nice. Also, another shoe from Nike, which is LeBron W8. The LeBron W8 surprised the hell out of me. You know, the traction is top tier. You have really, really nice traction, and the upper is thin, it's supportive, it's pretty dang supportive. Not very nice for a cushion, you know, not a huge fan of the cushioning setup, but it's responsive, pretty good core feel. So because of that, I really enjoyed playing in the W8. It's not my favorite, you know, but I enjoyed playing it, you know. So there's that. Next, of course, we got the GT Cut Academy, which is one of my favorite hoop shoes from Nike right now. I love playing that shoe, and it's only $95, guys. So the only thing that sucks is that the 4-foot zoom unit is not top loaded. It is bottom loaded, so you can't really feel the zoom unit really at all right underneath your foot. It does have a little bit of a bounce though in the 4-foot. The heel also, it's using full length Renew, so you do have a good amount of compression in the heel, which is soft. However, it's not as nice as the React found in the Sabrina one, but you know, it's still more like soft, you know. Upper quality is still like soft and kind of like thin feeling, but it's still also supportive, which feels nice. It's a really nice looking shoe, simple looking shoe. So the GT Cut Academy, do not sleep on that shoe. Actually, I feel like a lot of people won't sleep on that shoe. It's a really nice shoe. So there's that. Next, of course, we got the Giannis Immortality 3. So the 2 I didn't really like because the support was not great, but the 3 definitely upped the support. The traction also is really nice. You know, it's not top tier performance, but it's a very, very consistent, solid bite on a clean court and also dusty setting as well. Cushion, of course, is where it kind of sucks, which kind of, it surprises me because they're using a softer foam in the GT Cut Academy, which is only $5 more, right? The Giannis Immortality 3, not that nice, but it is 90 bucks. It's one of the cheaper or cheapest shoes on this list. So yeah, it's still a really nice, responsive, lightweight, and minimal shoe. All right, next we got, of course, the Adidas AE1. The AE1 is one of my favorite shoes to hoop in ever. I love that shoe. Traction is one of the best tractions I've tried in a couple years. The cushion also is very low to the ground with a very nice step and comfort, which I do like. Support's great. It is a little bit heavy, but it's a very responsive feeling shoe as well. So the AE1 for $120 is a very, very good option. Next, of course, we have Dame Certified, which is his budget shoe. It's the 2. I've tried the 1. But the 2 I haven't tried, so just take it with a grain of salt. Some people were getting like mad, I guess, because I didn't include that shoe, but yeah, I didn't play in it. But it is the same exact outsole and midsole as the 1, so if they didn't change up the outsole kind of rubber compound, then it's probably still gonna have really good traction. The cushion with the full length bounce is pretty dang nice as well, but the upper is different, so just take that with a grain of salt. Again, like I said, but it's still a really nice shoe if it performs anything like the originals, right? All right, next we got the Adidas Dawn5, which retails for 120 bucks. Still a very, very solid shoe, which is surprising because usually I don't like his shoe. Like Donovan Mitchell's shoe line, I haven't really liked any of his shoes that much, right? But the 5 is definitely my favorite. The cushion is really soft, it's comfortable with the light strike. The traction is also solid. It's not top tier for the traction, but it's a solid bite. And one thing that shoe does really well is the support, right? The upper is a little bit on the stiffer side of things, which isn't, you know, my cup of tea, but once you break it in, it does get a little bit softer. but the support is off the charts while still being really good and responsive, right? So Dawn5 is still a very, very nice option. Next, of course, is the Curry 4 Low Floatro for $130, right? So it barely makes the cut, and last year it wouldn't have made the cut, but it is a lot cheaper than the Curry 11, which is like 160 bucks, right? But it's pretty much the exact same shoe. The Curry 11, Curry 9, and Curry 4 Low Floatro, I don't know why the pricing just doesn't make sense to me because they're all using flow, but it's good for us consumers, I guess. So yeah, 130 bucks if you want a flow outsole, which has really good traction, then yeah, the Curry 4 Low Floatro is a great option. Now, Curry 4 Low Floatro, Curry 1 Low Floatro, and Curry 2 Low Floatro, Curry 2 Low Floatro, all are like 120 bucks and all perform very similarly. So there's that. Next, of course, we got the New Balance 2-Way V4. So the 2-Way line has been absolutely amazing. This shoe retails for 120 bucks. One of the best cushioning setups that you can get for a cheaper price, right? So yeah, it has really good compression from the actual midsole, so it's super duper soft, and the underfoot cushioning, once you break it in, does get pretty soft as well. It's using a blend of fuel cell and also fresh foam, so the cushion is very, very nice. The upper material, it's like mesh and synthetic leather, but it does get the job done. It's thin, it's supportive on foot, and the traction is very, very consistent. You know, it's not the best for stops, you know, it's not the best for clean court, it's not the best for dust, but it's a very, very consistent bite on most surfaces. So that's why I like playing in the 2-Way V4. And last but not least, of course, we got the Regor AR1. The AR1 is really, really nice for only $100. The traction is top tier. Amazing, amazing traction. Cushion also is very responsive, right? It's using a soft mesh strobe board. It's like pretty much just EVA foam. We do have a targeted forefoot like pod. It's a different foam, which is supposed to be a little bit more bouncy, but it's not that easy to feel. But because of the softer mesh strobe board, it is pretty soft. First step in comfort. So the cushioning setup is still pretty nice while still giving a good responsive low to the ground feel. The upper is very, very supportive. The material quality is still very, very nice. You know, it's using those cords. The underlying material feels nice. It's thin, but also very, very supportive. It's a great looking shoe. They have some really nice colorways coming out as well. So the AR1 is definitely a really, really nice shoe. So as far as like all these shoes, of course, are really nice and also very, very good for price, right? They are pretty much budget shoes or on the cheaper side of things. But my favorites, I'm gonna go down on the list and tell you guys the AG4, the 8083, the JAW1, the GT Cut Academy, the AE1, and the AR1. So those 6 shoes are my favorite on this list, and basically those 6 shoes are like top tier performers, and they have been in my rotation for quite some time. So yeah, if you guys want to save some money but still have really, really nice performing shoes, any of these shoes again on this list are gonna be good, but like I said, top 6 for me are my favorites. So anyways, that about wraps up this video. Hope this video helped you guys out, and again, if you guys do want to cop any of these shoes, I try to leave the link in the description box. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.